Sup? It's Greggatron. Happy evening, happy night, happy everything. Oh, and do you like my shirt? Yeah. I got this from the mall, I think. I want to say the mall. Great shirt. It might have been Walmart. Anyway, today's video, I'm talking about this dude right here, David XanatoS from Gargoyles from the 90s. If you don't know, I mean, how do you not know what Gargoyles is? Come on now. This was one of the classics. It's by Neca, the toy company. Disney, Gargoyles, Armored XanatoS, Ultimate action figure. I can't read backwards. Yes. It shows you the figure on the side there. Neca. Neca makes a lot of stuff, by the way. Then there's the back. You can pause that. Gives you a little description of the guy. And then down here it says collect them all. Most of these I have all the ones I want. And I will show them off in another video. Some of these I've showed off before. Okay. Let's get to the figure. Shall we? Check it out. Yeah. Look at him. It is great. It's incredible. One of my favorites. Not even that he was my favorite character. He was just a great villain for one, but this figure just kills it. Nails it. On the spot. I like how this thing feels. I like the weight of it. The design. The texture. The look. I like how it looks very mechanical. We'll put it that way. Where should I begin? Since they're so obvious, let me get the wings out of the way. The wings are huge. The wings are magnificent in a bad way and in a good way. A bad way because they take up so much space. And I'll show you that later in the video. But I do like how at least his fold in and out. Regardless, they're still huge. But they look nice. They just take up too much space. But look at how they look metallic red. See that metallic color? Let me get some more light on here, shall we? Yeah, there we go. I mean, it's a beautiful figure. Don't get me wrong. This man comes with a jetpack. Also, there's jetpacks for his feet. I'll show you that in a minute. But look at this. He's got the good necklace. I think he used this to control the other robots. I think. He's got a blaster. And he's got more than that. I will show you in a minute. Be patient. Notice how this side, it looks like something might come out. It's possible. That's the beauty of these figures. They come with all kinds of accessories. Speaking of accessories, let me show you that. So here's the box, or the inside rather. Right there, the corner, you can see another blaster for the opposite arm. And then right below it, there's the plate for where the other blaster would have came out. So you can choose which blasters you want shown or not shown. This man's got all kinds of hands. I'm glad they made the assortment of hands. It could be a fist, it could be an open hand, it could be a hand with the fingers kind of bent somewhat. As you can see, most of these I haven't even used. I was not a big fan of the closed fists and many figures. I like it for them to be doing something with their hands. But yeah, at least they gave you an option. And then you got the rockets, the fire from the rockets for his feet, which I'm not going to use that because he's standing on the ground. But again, they give you the option in case if you want to have him hanging from the ceiling or something. So that's nice. Back to the figure. You can take the wings off altogether if you want, just to save some space. And I'm still debating on doing that, right? But it's all good. The head, you can remove the head and put this on there. Dope idea. You gotta have options, because there's so many different things you can do as far as poses goes. There we go. But look how this just looks stone cold. Like, this ain't no joke. The only reason I have his actual face instead of the mask is because I like to see the personality, the quote-unquote emotion behind this man. And you can see he's in combat. See if you can get a good look at the face sculpt. You can see this man's in combat. So I think it looks better without the helmet. And that way we can see his XanatoS, opposed to it just being a red robot, which he was the only red one. That's how we could distinguish, but still. And another reason why I keep the mask off is I have a different robot that's actually a robot, opposed to the human being inside the robot. And I'll show you that in a minute. It's called the Armored Clan, I believe. Looks just like this, but it's silver. This man has a tail. Very awesome. Good for balance. But look at the texture, man. I love these things. Got the claws on the feet. The feet look huge. Yeah, man. So about XanatoS, right? This dude was like if Tony Stark fused with Lex Luthor. Brilliant, evil, yet somehow charming all at the same time. I mean, this dude owned his own castle. You know, he's an entrepreneur, super smart, but evil. Let's just put it that way. But I really like in the series where him and Goliath had to work together. Goliath didn't like it. Goliath did not like the idea of working with this dude. And he was so evil, and he hated the gargoyles so much, quote unquote, he made a suit to mimic them so he could defeat them. That's where this suit comes from. So he's got basically all the gargoyles' strengths, but none of their weaknesses. Because in the morning, when the sun comes up, the gargoyles turn into stone, whereas this dude gets to stay awake for as long as he needs to be awake. But yeah, I could talk about the character for a while, but I'd rather respect y'all's time. But again, I like it because it's heavy. I love the color red. I love the character. Great villain. Also, this man has a ponytail. He comes with a good ponytail. What? I like the mechanical structure in the back. All that. And it's a 10 out of 10. Well, maybe a 9.5 out of 10 because the wings are so out of control. And no matter what you do to the wings as far as shaping them, if you got other figures close by, just beware. They may or may not be in the way. But yeah, I really like this thing. Now, with all that said, I'm going to show you where I keep them. Yeah. So as you can see, this is where I keep XanatoS. And I added Broly in there off to the right. That's from this morning. The only thing about the XanatoS, man, that and the armored suit. Look how big the wings are, man. The wings are so big. I rearranged a little bit thanks to Broly, but thanks to that, and I can't just blame Broly, but I can't even see Lord Zed hardly. That and Tommy the Green Ranger. So I might shuffle them around a little bit. I might move the good piggy bank, which I'll show that off a different time. But thanks to these wings, man, it's just hard to see everybody. You can't show love to everybody with these wings in the way. It's just not fair. Alright? But yeah, these two together are phenomenal. Honestly, the XanatoS, out of all my gargoyle figures, might be my favorite, or at least one of my favorites. And I suppose I'll show you, well, maybe I'll save that for another video. I'll do a gargoyles collection video another day, just to respect y'all's time. Do you hear me on that? Yes, sir. So that's where I keep all of them. I really like the paint job on these because it's so crisp and clean. And as far as the articulation goes, I'm not super big into that because they appear to be more like statues than figures. They are action figures, don't get me wrong, but they're more like statues in my opinion. Which I actually like for these because gargoyles are meant to be statues. Whereas he's not a gargoyle, but again, he's mimicking one. Goliath, the most powerful one, right? Their leader. The sculpts are great. The claws are great. The paint jobs. The facial expressions. I like how these shoulder pads can go up and down. The mechanical structure. All the lines. It's good, man. Good stuff. So again, only because the wings are so big and disruptive, 9.5. Still good stuff. I hope you guys like that. I'm always finding something. This I got from Best Buy. And Broly I also got from Best Buy. Best Buy got some good stuff. And let me know what you think of this video. Maybe I'll show you the gargoyles next, since I'm feeling the spirit, right? But let me know what you think. Have a good night. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend. Have a good spring. Have a good everything. Have a good morning. Yeah. And I'll talk to you on the next video. Peace.